It was circulating around Twitter that supposedly Pedro Pascal has been confirmed to be cast in the role of Reed Richards or Mr. Fantastic in the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. And a lot of these rumors stem from Discussing Film, their tweet that they put out right here, where it says it was actually confirmed that he's cast in it. And they say their source is Deadline, but if you actually look at the Deadline article that's actually being cited in the community notes, it's saying that he wasn't confirmed for the role, but it's highly likely. But let's continue with that actual article here. Pedro Pascal eyed to play Reed Richards in Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four. So it looks like the people over at Discussing Film just take headlines and don't read past that, because pretty much the first paragraph, it says that it's not necessarily confirmed 100%. After months of speculation over who might play Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic in Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four, the wait may be finally over. While a deal is far from done, sources tell Deadline that three-time Emmy nominee Pedro Pascal is in talks to play the leader of the iconic superhero team. That's basically the gist of what people are getting at, is that it's likely that he's going to be cast in the role, but I mean, it's not 100% confirmed yet. And some of the biggest hurdles is just the fact that he has a pretty full schedule in the next couple of years. The next paragraph kind of talks about it. Pascal has a full dance card that includes Gladiator 2, which is expected to go in production before the end of the year, as well as his popular HBO series, The Last of Us. I don't think he's going to have a huge role in season 2 of The Last of Us, though. And even if he's not able to find the time to play the part, there's a lot of people would consider that kind of a good thing, because after it was kind of going around that Pedro Pascal would be playing the part of Mr. Fantastic, John Krasinski's name started trending on Twitter. John Krasinski immediately begins trending as MCU fans question Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. This obviously stems from the fact that John Krasinski played the character of Reed Richards in the MCU itself too, in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And even though that was kind of a small role, a lot of fans did like his casting for that and would like to have seen it kind of expanded onto its own movie. But it seems like Marvel and Disney kind of have a different approach. And then there's also fans online who think it should be more of an unknown actor playing the part of Reed Richards. While many fans were complimentary of Pascal, they debated the merits of bringing in an established actor versus one who can grow into the role. Some pointed to James Gunn's Superman movie, which features a relatively unknown David Corenswet as the Man of Steel. Another reason Disney probably shouldn't be interested in hiring Pedro Pascal for this role is just the fact that he's been very divisive. In past years, he's actually made an Instagram post saying that half the country is Nazis, because that's just kind of what you do when you don't really know anything, is you just dismiss criticism by saying they're Nazis, so I don't even have to listen to them. But this was actually really egregious, because at the time Disney fired his Mandalorian co-star Gina Carano for basically taking an exact opposite approach, where she made an Instagram post saying don't demonize people just because you disagree with them, and like actually understand people and certain things like that. But no, Disney fired her, but they kept him on. But in recent months, Disney has said that they're trying to step away from being more divisive, and they just want to make entertainment that people enjoy, yet they continue to hire people like this. And if Disney wants to continue hiring people like Pedro Pascal, then they're free to do so. I'm not going to tell them they can't do that. I'm just cautioning them by saying you're alienating large sections of the audience when you bring on people who are this divisive, and as a result we're getting box office returns like the Marvels. So if Disney wants to correct course, then they're going to need to bring on people who are more neutral to general audiences. But I mean, if they continue down this road, then we're going to see more box office flops until they eventually wisen up and fix their mistakes.